The 2025 Daytona 500 delivered an unforgettable spectacle, blending high-speed drama with intense controversy. In a race that saw William Byron clinch his second consecutive victory, the spotlight quickly shifted from celebration to debate over NASCAR's officiating decisions. A pivotal moment occurred during the final lap when a multi-car wreck unfolded behind the leaders. NASCAR opted not to deploy the caution flag, allowing the race to conclude under green. This decision prompted mixed reactions from drivers and fans alike. Denny Hamlin, who was involved in the incident, remarked, "I didn't think I could have done anything differently, it just didn't work out." The absence of a caution not only influenced the race's outcome, but also ignited discussions about potential favoritism, especially given Byron's affiliation with Hendrick Motorsports. As the dust settles, questions linger. Did NASCAR's choices unduly impact the results? And what do these decisions mean for the sport's integrity moving forward? The 2025 Daytona 500 reached its most controversial moment in the final laps when NASCAR made the decision not to throw the yellow flag despite a massive wreck involving several drivers. With less than a lap remaining, the race continued under green, leaving many to wonder if this was the right call. Denny Hamlin, who was involved in the wreck, expressed his frustration, saying, "I'm just so angry. I mean, I woke up and it's about everything. Now I know why drivers retire. I have that feeling like I'm tired of this." His comment echoed the frustration of many, as the lack of a caution flag seemed to significantly alter the race's outcome. The failure to issue a caution left many questioning whether NASCAR had deliberately avoided disrupting the race, especially as it appeared that a Hendrick Motorsports driver, William Byron, was poised to secure the victory. The decision not to throw the caution didn't just disappoint drivers like Hamlin, it raised broader concerns about NASCAR's consistency in enforcing race rules. This situation sparked speculation about NASCAR's motivations. Some wondered if the lack of a caution flag was influenced by the desire to avoid delays or to favor the race outcome for Byron, who was leading the pack. The decision highlighted the tensions within NASCAR between maintaining fair competition and ensuring a smooth, exciting race. As the race continued, frustrations from drivers began to mount, with many questioning if favoritism played a role in NASCAR's decision-making. The controversy didn't stop with the yellow flag. It extended to discussions around NASCAR's race re-entry rules and the potential advantages certain teams could leverage. Some even suggested that the governing body's handling of these rules might have contributed to the chaotic finish. As the Daytona 500 concluded, the impact of these decisions was far from settled, with drivers, analysts, and fans all eager to dissect what had just unfolded. As the race played out, some fans and drivers began to wonder if NASCAR's decision not to throw the yellow flag had anything to do with the identity of the potential winner. William Byron, driving for Hendrick Motorsports, was in a strong position to secure the victory. Given Hendrick's dominance in recent seasons, some speculated that NASCAR may have hesitated to introduce a caution flag that could have slowed Byron's momentum. Denny Hamlin's frustration with the situation highlighted how drivers felt that the governing body's decision didn't seem to follow typical race protocols. The lack of caution, which might have been more common in past races, led to the idea that NASCAR may have been trying to avoid disrupting a favorable outcome for a marquee team like Hendrick Motorsports. Hamlin's thoughts were echoed by others, who questioned whether NASCAR's decisions were made with the race's drama in mind rather than fairness. This theory was further fueled by the fact that Hendrick Motorsports has long been a dominant force in NASCAR, making it easy for fans to feel that the organization was receiving special treatment. The narrative of NASCAR favoring top teams or drivers is not new, and as the race reached its final moments, suspicions grew. While these theories remain unproven, they added a layer of complexity to the conversation about NASCAR's decisions and the possible influence they had on the race's outcome. Amidst the controversy surrounding the decision not to throw the caution flag, another crucial issue began to emerge: NASCAR's race re-entry rules. One of the most notable drivers impacted by these rules was Kyle Busch. After being caught up in the massive wreck that involved Joey Logano and Ricky Stenhouse Jr., Busch's team worked quickly to get his car back on track. However, despite their efforts, NASCAR ultimately ruled that Busch would not be allowed to re-enter the race. Kyle Busch, clearly dissatisfied with the decision, took to Twitter, writing, "Rule says you have 3 attempts to make minimum speed. The race never went back green yet. I don't even think they know their own rules or procedures." His frustration centered around what he saw as a misinterpretation of the rules that prevented his car from rejoining the race despite it being repaired and seemingly in good condition. Busch's situation drew further attention to NASCAR's race re-entry procedures, specifically the DVP rule, which mandates that once a driver leaves the garage, they must meet minimum speed requirements in order to continue. Busch's team had replaced 4 flat tires and ensured the car was race-ready, yet NASCAR's decision left them on the sidelines. Without the lucky dog rule, which allows a driver to get his lap back after a caution period, Logano would not have been able to catch up and in all likelihood would not have been in position to cause the wreck that reshaped the final laps of the race. Many drivers, including Busch, felt that Logano's ability to re-enter the race was a major contributing factor to the ensuing chaos. The confusion around NASCAR's rules and the way they were applied left drivers like Busch questioning not only the fairness of the race, but the overall consistency of the governing body's decisions. The combination of a controversial race-ending decision and unclear re-entry procedures only deepened the sense of frustration among drivers. While NASCAR's rules were a point of contention, Joey Logano's actions during the Daytona 500 also played a significant role in the chaotic final moments. Logano, who had been among the fastest cars of the race, found himself in the center of the controversy when his aggressive move with 15 laps to go sparked the massive wreck that took out several drivers, including Kyle Busch. Kyle Busch didn't hold back in his criticism of Logano, stating,
"He's trying to go through the middle and make a hole that isn't there and just created chaos."
Busch's frustration was clear. Logano's aggressive move in an attempt to pass Ricky Stenhouse Jr. caused a chain reaction that left Busch and several others with damaged cars and dashed hopes of a victory. Busch, who had one of the fastest cars of the day, felt that Logano's reckless maneuver unnecessarily risked the positions of several drivers, including his own. Logano's actions were not just criticized by Busch, but also by others on the track. Even NASCAR analysts, including Kevin Harvick, noted that the move was risky and that the resulting wreck was inevitable due to the tight racing conditions and lack of cooperation between drivers. Harvick said, "You're 15 laps to go, and 2 guys don't want to give up track position. It's just going to cause a wreck." The aftermath of the wreck led to heightened tensions among drivers and sparked an ongoing debate about how aggressive racing tactics impact the overall safety and fairness of the event. Logano, known for his bold driving style, became a lightning rod for criticism, with many wondering if his actions were too dangerous in the closing laps of such an important race. The 2025 Daytona 500 will be remembered not just for its dramatic finish, but for the questions it raised about NASCAR's decision-making. From the lack of a yellow flag to the confusion surrounding race re-entry rules, the governing body's actions sparked outrage among drivers and fans alike. Denny Hamlin, Kyle Busch, and others voiced their frustration with NASCAR's handling of the race's final laps, leaving many to wonder if fairness had been sacrificed for spectacle. Joey Logano's role in the wreck further fueled the controversy, as his aggressive driving sparked chaos on the track. The fallout from these decisions will likely continue to shape discussions about NASCAR's rule enforcement and the balance between fair racing and thrilling finishes. Do you think NASCAR made the right call in the final laps? Share your thoughts in the comments below.